What's up, fuckers, and welcome back to another rebuild here on NBA 2K21 Next Gen. Today, we do have the final normal rebuild that we are probably going to be doing here in 2K21, unless some sort of big, giant trade move happens before the deadline. With that being said, I know DeMarcus Cousins did just get released. Definitely could do a rebuild on him at some point. Unfortunately, I think the Lakers are probably one of his favorite destinations, so I don't really know if I want to do one back-to-back, but I could try to get him today. I really don't know how that one's going to work. But before we do get into this one, if you guys are new around here, we're on the road to 30K. If you guys could help me out by leaving a sub, that would help out this video and this channel a ton. If you guys want to leave a like, that would be awesome as well. And I think we're going to start the trading every player rebuilds after these. You guys typically tend to love those every year when I do them. So let me know what team you want me to use first of those down below in the comment section. So today, the Lakers currently in real life right now, 22-10, third in the Western Conference. In my opinion, this is still a favorite to be the champions this year. I mean, it's LeBron James. At the end of the day, what can do? And he's not a guy I really get to use a lot. So when I get LeBron, I'm going to make sure I can use him. Hopefully he does not retire after year number one. That would be pretty unfortunate. Alongside him, Anthony Davis, probably the best big man in the NBA. I'm sure some people, with Jokic and Embiid playing at MVP levels this year are probably going to have a comment about that, but in my opinion, he still is. This time Montrezl Harrell, he just flipped locker rooms at the Staples Center. The walking lesbian, just somebody I'm not a fan of. Dennis Schroeder I do like quite a bit. So yeah, this is obviously a pretty deep team. I mean, there's a lot of veterans on this team. Obviously, when you're a championship contender, you tend to want a lot of veterans, but we're trying to win a couple of championships here today, so I think maybe moving on from the veterans, honestly, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I also saw they just released Quinn Cook in real life as well, so I could do that. I might just throw him in a trade. I really don't want to have it hit me against my cap or anything like that. So with that being said, I might give the starting spot to Taylor Horton-Tucker, for being honest. I'm not a huge KCP guy. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you guys do know that. Obviously, LeBron won't have a backup, and then I'm fine, honestly, with Harrell and Gasol for at least 1 year. So honestly, though, Harrell is a free agent after this year. If I can get maybe a guy on a multi-year, rookie contract, it's a pretty cheap deal that Montrezl Harrell ended up signing here with the Lakers. So we will cross that road when we get there, though. I do have a couple trades to make, and I'll see you guys at that first move. So our first deal here is going to be coming with the LA Clippers. Now, I know a lot of you guys don't like it when I get Patrick Beverley. I'm going to dial it down after this video. I do promise that 100%. But he's kind of a perfect point guard for this team, if we're being honest. Obviously, a defensive stud. We also get a first-round pick swap with Oklahoma City, who tends to be dog shit in this game, and we get rid of KCP, who maybe still be playing under house arrest, I'm not really sure, and then Quinn Cook, who's released in real life. So welcome to the team, Patrick Beverley. Obviously going to probably be him and Schroeder in the mix somehow. I'm probably still going to start Schroeder, but I think Beverley off that bench unit is going to be really solid for us, which unfortunately kind of does mean Caruso's not really needed here anymore. I do like him quite a bit. I know I said I'm going to start Taylor Horton-Tucker. I honestly could move Caruso to the backup shooting guard spot. Wesley Matthews, 34 years old, probably could contribute. He was in Milwaukee last before this, correct? Unless I'm just losing my mind. Oh, Dallas. Oh, wait, yes, Milwaukee in 20. Okay, I was like, what in the world? Okay, so I probably do one or two more trades. So we're going to do this deal right here with Cleveland. You might be wondering, why on earth would you get probably a worse player? That's a little bit of a debate between Harrell and Jarrett Allen. Jarrett Allen, one, is 4 years younger. It's going to definitely help us in the long term with this team being pretty old, honestly. And then Allen is a restricted free agent after this season, while Montrezl Harrell is not. And I don't think 2K is going to give me bird rights here on Harrell. So we do have to give him a first-round pick in 2025. It's honestly not that big of a deal. We also do get JaVale McGee back on this team. I don't really know if I need him, to be honest, at this point in time, because Beverley and Schroeder are probably going to be the point guards. Could still move Caruso to that backup shooting guard spot. Obviously, LeBron doesn't have a backup AD in the walking lesbian. And then Marc Gasol is kind of just stuck in no man's land here. I could try to package Gasol and Caruso maybe for a better backup shooting guard. Just see what sort of options I do have there. I mean, I don't really want to move Gasol. I'd like to get him a championship, but at the end of the day, I'm trying to win one first. So, Seth Curry. Seth Curry would low-key be perfect as a shooter off this bench, especially... Wait, where am I going? I thought I just saw somebody... especially with Pat Beverley, who's not the best shooter in the world, as my backup point guard. So we're going to do this deal. We're going to get Seth Curry from the Philadelphia 76ers. We're now going to go ahead and set this rotation right here. I honestly think it is looking pretty good. Actually, I guess Seth could start low-key instead of Taylor Horton-Tucker. Yeah, that's actually probably a smarter move. So we'll do that. 14 here. Beverly's going to play around 17. McGee's not my sixth man, unfortunately. 17 here, and we're going to give Beverly like 24. Jarrett Allen like 33, AD 38, 38. It's fine. Seth Curry like 33, and then probably 33 here as well to Schroeder. So that is how it's going to look here for year number one. This team's obviously a championship contender. Any team with LeBron James on it, never mind having Anthony Davis as well. Definitely a championship contender. So year number one, this is how it's going to look. Dennis Schroeder, Seth Curry, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Jarrett Allen. Bench units, honestly, not that bad. Pat Beverley, JaVale McGee, Kyle Kuzma, and Taylor Horton-Tucker. So in reserves, we have Matthews, Morris, Isaiah Joe we just picked up from Philly as well. So it's a pretty good team right now. I will see you guys in the end of year number 1. We wrap up year number 1. It didn't quite catch our record, but as you can see, we were first here in the Western Conference. LeBron James won an MVP for us, 28.5 points, almost 8 boards, 11 assists, 1.5 steals. Pretty safe to say he's still the best player in the league. LaMelo Ball, Rookie of the Year for the Charlotte Hornets. Pretty sure everyone's probably expecting that in real life at this point anyways. Precious Achiuwa, 6th Man of the Year for Miami. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Defensive Player of the Year. Christian Wood, Most Improved. Frank Vogel, Coach of the Year. So we go 57-25. Not a bad record whatsoever. Typically, most times, I feel like the team in the Western Conference who's the number 1 seed does tend to win 60 games, but that could just be, me making shit up. So Anthony Davis, LeBron James, pretty much the same in the scoring department. 80 had 0.4 more points per game than him. Obviously, he's not going anywhere throughout this entire video as he signed that extension in real life as well. So very happy to have both these guys locked up. Schroeder was our 3rd leading scorer. I'm happy I gave him the start over Beverly. I think that was, pretty much an obvious decision right there. Seth Curry, Jarrett Allen, not bad for us at all. Probably similar to what Montrezl Harrell would have done. Also, when I was looking at overalls, if you saw that in the trade, Harrell was an 85. He's going to move into power forward. I never really said that. I'm sure most of you who play this game quite a bit can probably assume that. The Walking Lesbian definitely could be in a trade at some point in time. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of him, but if we're thinking about this one realistically, I'm not trading LeBron. I'm not trading Anthony Davis. They probably combined for how much fucking money? For $40 million, so $72 million pretty much is how much those two make together. So we gotta find a way to have a 5-man starting lineup and probably 4 off the bench with $70 million already gone. So I guess 3 men technically. But rebounds per game went to AD, and assists was LeBron James. First round here we do have the Sacramento Kings. Take a look at their starting 5. De'Aaron Fox, Buddy Hield, Harrison Barnes, Nemanja Bjelica, and Hassan Whiteside right there. I think we probably should get by them pretty easily. I don't know why they're not starting Marvin Bagley anymore. I guess they just decided to move on from him. We got the Battle of LA here in round number 2. Lou Will, Paul George, Kawhi, Nicholas Batum, and Serge Ibaka. Obviously a pretty solid team in themselves, and we lose in 5. Son of a bitch. Utah, damn. Well, Philadelphia went on and won the finals. Ben Simmons at the age of 25 averages a triple-double and does win finals MVP. Okay, so I guess technically we didn't go back-to-back. They won the finals in real life, so we are probably going to look to go back-to-back in these next 2 years. League meetings real quick. 3 got put through right now. We're just going to not put any of them through. I know I probably could help myself out and, maybe put a couple of those too. Wow, add an expansion. That would be fun. I could also do an expansion rebuild. If you want me to do one of those, I'd be very happy to do it. So we take a look at the draft lottery real quick. I do not think we're going to have any picks here. Yeah, I don't see anything even remotely for us. So Detroit Pistons ended up with the number 1 overall pick. Good job, Crispy Flakes. Okay, Frank Vogel, I don't think I'm going to fire him yet. Jason Kidd's obviously a pretty good assistant coach. Lionel Hollins as well, pretty good ratings there. Honestly, everything's kind of nice there. So I'm just going to go ahead and sign my boy Owen Masters. See, this is where one of those teams I wish had, a really bad coaching staff so I could, sign my guys that I want because we have a big budget. We are the LA Lakers, but unfortunately, they have a pretty good coaching staff here today. So we do have the 29th overall pick. I could use it. I don't really know who the hell I would draft, though. Yeah, Schroeder's also a free agent. If I don't have bird rights on him, I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be concerned. So I could try to trade Isaiah Joe, who I'm going to be honest, that seems like the most generic name I've literally ever heard ever. And maybe try to move up in the draft, just a few picks, nothing too high. So I'll see you guys with that potential move. So I'm going to see if Washington will do this for pick 13. Isaiah Joe, our 29th overall pick, and then 2 future seconds for pick 13. I didn't think so. How about, do I have another second here I can give? I do. Whoops, excuse me. And they agreed to that. So now we do have the 13th overall pick. Might get in more of the territory. Somebody we can use off the bench. Again, probably not anybody that's going to ever be starting for us, but you never know. Draft summary: Cunningham, Jalen Green, Jalen Suggs, Evan Mobley, Kuminga, pretty much the guys that you're, just always expect. So we take a look at the top prospects right now. Greg Brown, Dacian Nix, Tracy Jackson. Again, I'm terrible with this draft class. Moses Moody. I do know a little bit about Scotty Lewis, but I think the move here might be to take Greg Brown out of Texas, right? Yes, he is. So he is the highest overall prospect. I know LeBron right now is our starting small forward. I can maybe move around the lineup and figure out some way, but it makes a sense with a team like this just to take the best prospect overall. I know that's typically with worse teams, but when you don't really have a great bench going forward because you don't know who you're going to have bird rights on, kind of just need to build it up. And if I have to trade him, I have to trade him. So he's going to be a 74 overall for us. I have seen him develop decently nice in this game. Alfonso McKinney, because I am low on first-round picks right now, so if it's possible for me to maybe get one for him, I definitely would not mind that. Nothing even there. So that's not going to happen. Qualifying offer, Allen and Taylor Horton-Tucker, definitely both going to be getting those. I would like to bring them both back. We head into free agency right now. Do we have bird rights on Dennis Schroeder? We do. Thank the Lord. So he's going to be coming back, and I'm just going to give Jared Allen, honestly, I'm going to give him the qualifying offer. I know it's a little cheesy, but I don't really mind it. Taylor Horton-Tucker, we do not have bird rights on, though, which is interesting. I'm not going to announce the rights because he's probably still going to go ahead and accept that qualifying. I can't really see anybody offering him a deal, and I can't really assume that I'm probably going to have the money to offer him one. No, he wants a little more money than how. So how much is he asking for? Because I obviously don't have bird rights on him. He wants $8 million, almost $9 million bucks. All right. He's probably going to accept that qualifying offer, which honestly isn't that bad. I might look to upgrade this point guard spot, or definitely might look to upgrade that shooting guard spot, but we will see. So Greg Brown 6'9", that's just unfortunate. I'm going to figure out some sort of trade. I'll see you guys with that move. Okay, did not think that trade was going to go through. We just picked up Karis LeVert. I will show you guys the move once again. I'll probably end up, throwing it in just without me speaking. But we traded Kyle Kuzma, Greg Brown, and 2 first-round picks for Karis LeVert. That's an obvious upgrade to that shooting guard spot. I didn't want to trade Greg Brown, but that was kind of my idea when I did draft him as the best prospect available. I mean, LeBron's not having a backup. It's just not happening, if we're being honest. So let's go ahead and take a look at this roster right now. Obviously, we are waiting for Taylor Horton-Tucker to come back. I don't really know if I'm going to have a spot for him, if we are being honest. We're probably definitely going to ride out Schroeder one more year at that starting point guard spot. We do have Alfonso McKinney here, so I probably do need to I definitely need to get a backup center, and I need to get a backup power forward. So let's just see who is available right now. Doug McDermott, not bad. Hassan Whiteside, low-key. Or what I could do is just, kind of cut out the middleman. Because if DeMarcus Cousins is going to potentially sign with them in real life, might as well just get it done right now, in the game, just in case it does happen. So I also wouldn't mind picking up like Myers Leonard. I know I do get him a decent amount, but he actually doesn't regress as much as other guys because he is only 29 years old. So if Taylor Horton-Tucker ends up accepting that qualifying offer, he might be in a trade. I honestly really don't know, but if he doesn't, it's honestly not that big of a deal. He's probably only going to be playing 10, 12 minutes a night anyway. So this is the team for now. I'm actually surprised we were even able to get LeVert. I really didn't think that trade was going to go through. I tried to get a couple players who were a little bit better, but I'm very fine with LeVert for now. He is on a 2-year deal, so he's going to be here the entire rest of this video. And I'll see you guys in the rotation at the start of year number 2. So here's how the starting 5 is going to look for year number 2. Obviously looking to get a championship this year. Dennis Schroeder, Karis LeVert, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Jared Allen. So only one change to the actual starting 5, that being Karis LeVert. But I think he's going to be a very big, impactful player for this team, if we're being honest. I did something a little bit weird off the bench. Taylor Horton-Tucker ended up accepting that qualifying offer. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run both of them off the bench. The rotation doesn't honestly look that weird. If Taylor Horton-Tucker has to, he can be a backup small forward for me, or Seth Curry can be another backup. Whatever the hell it is, I think we can honestly make this work. And just in case Myers Leonard still is here. So Anthony Davis is obviously playing 38 minutes. That's why I don't need him that badly. And it looks a little bit better than if I had this the other way around. But I think it should be fine. If it ends up sucking by the trade deadline, I will obviously, adjust the rotation, maybe perhaps make a trade. But for now, this is how it's going to look, and I will see you guys at the end of year number 2. So year number 2 comes to a close here. Again, I'm terrible, and I just don't ever look at the record. But as you can see, once again, first here in the Western Conference, Giannis Antetokounmpo does take home the MVP award. Pretty good stats from him. Cade Cunningham, Rookie of the Year for the Detroit Pistons. They had the first overall pick, and they used it on him. Victor Oladipo, 6-man, made his way to Golden State. Interesting. Jonathan Isaac, Defensive Player of the Year. James Wiseman, Most Improved. Frank Vogel is your Coach of the Year once again. So we go 58-24. I believe that's one game better than last year. Of course, we do have the Battle of LA here on the first round, the team that did eliminate us last year. We check out some player stats real quick. LeBron and AD obviously still tearing it up for this team. 20-plus a game from those guys. Karis LeVert, super solid year from him. Very happy we ended up picking him up. And again, not a guy I do get a lot, so I'm happy to, kind of expand that range a little bit. Schroeder was super solid for us. Jared Allen, DeMarcus Cousins, Seth Curry, Pat Beverly, Taylor Horton-Tucker. So looks like having both of those guys coming off the bench did end up working out pretty fine for me. Come playoff time, though, we will see. Goran Dragic, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard. Yeah, it's just not happening. And Ivica Zubac is the starting 5 there for the Clippers. So we got the Battle of the Staples Center once again. Did we just blow a 3-0 lead? Did we just blow a fucking 3-0 lead? All right, Frank Vogel's getting sent to Saturn, and he's not allowed to come back. It's just, it can't happen. It's seriously. And the Memphis fucking Grizzlies go on to win the finals. What in the fuck is going on right now? What the actual fuck? All right, league meetings, we are going to go, that might be the stupid. Players will not be eligible for the entry draft until at least 3 years removed from high school, or an international player until 21 years old. That might be the stupidest rule. What is this, college football? Like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever read in my life. So, draft lottery time. Pacers have two top 5 projected picks. It doesn't look like we have anything. I mean, they traded every pick we own, so. Really? The Grizzlies? The Grizzlies? All right, well, whatever the hell his name is not going to be back anyways, so. Who do I want to sign? Jeff Hornacek? Steven Silas honestly probably is going to be the guy for me if, he accepts that. Mike D'Antoni can come in here. I'm clearing house if we're being honest here. And my boy Trent Peterson as well. Still have our scout. That's all I really care about. Okay, I guarantee we have the budget for this. Yep, there we go. $8 million still left over. Head scout, I don't really care about that much. I'm not drafting anybody. So, welcome to the team, Steven Silas. You're going to be a new head coach alongside Mike D'Antoni, and Trent Peterson are our assistant coaches as well. So, I don't know what the hell is going on right now, but it's not like anybody... Like, can I check out stats from the postseason? No, I cannot, can I? That sucks. I should have done that before I sent to the offseason. So let me check real quick if we do have any picks in this year's draft. We do not, because I traded all of them. But we're going to head up to team player options right now. Again, I don't really know what the problem with this team is. Alfonso McKinney, no thank you. Qualifying offers, Taylor Horton Tucker, probably going to get it again. I think I'm probably going to move on from Seth Curry at this point in time. So do we have any big free agents? Oh, yes, Jared Allen is once again a big free agent for us. So definitely going to give him that offer. I wouldn't mind bringing back Beverly. He might honestly be included in some sort of trade. Alfonso McKinney, not a god's chance in hell. And then Taylor Horton Tucker wants a little more money this year, but I'm actually kind of fine with that. So, oh, actually, he's probably going to get the qualifying offer. So DJ Wilson was on this team. Yeah, he never really worked out in the NBA too well, did he? Okay, he's from Michigan, correct? All right, let's check out this team. Oops, I'm going to roster, not trades. So, I don't really see what the problem here is with this team. If I'm being honest, I really just don't. It might, I mean, it's not like Schroeder's been playing bad for me, but do they just want a higher overall at the starting point guard spot? Because it's not Jared Allen. It's exactly what I was expecting out of Jared Allen. LeVert was unbelievable for us, almost had a career year. Like, it's not LeBron or Anthony Davis, so it must be Schroeder. I don't know. I mean, hypothetically, I don't really have a lot to trade with him, so that kind of sucks, but is there any way I can get like a Drew Holiday maybe, perhaps? Like Schroeder. Honestly, I'll throw in probably Seth Curry in my final first-round pick. If that's even possible. Oh, wow, he actually got Drew Holiday immediately. That was not what I was expecting, but Clint Capella could upgrade the center spot and then maybe go ahead and look. Like, what else do we have here? Like, what are these? Like, Holiday just regresses. That's the thing. That's the thing that sucks. You know what? I'm going to risk it. We're going to pick up Clint Capella. Clint Capella, welcome to the team. I'm now going to go ahead and move Jared Allen down to power forward. Call it cheesy, but he goes up to a 90 overall. Like, what are the stats difference here? Allen 11 and 13 and Capella 9 and 12. Okay, so I could be making the wrong decision, but ultimately Allen is making more money, and he's probably going to be a higher. Oh, my God. Okay, well, I think I played this right. That's pretty safe to say. Do I want De'Aaron Fox? Oh, boy. I'm getting some good offers right now. D'Angelo Russell could come back. No, I got to do Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons, I mean, the shooting's not going to be great, but I think hopefully LeVert at an A-3. AD, honestly, is one of the better shooting big men in this league. So, yeah, was not expecting that. I need a point guard, and I need... Oh, we got James Ennis as well. So, Ennis is either going to get traded for a point guard or a power forward. Let me see what my options are there. Again, I don't have a single for... Nothing for James Ennis. Literally nothing. Are we serious right now? Or just... Oh, my God. This fucking game, dude. Point guard spot, Caruso's the highest overall. JaMychal Green over here, I'm actually going to probably pick him up. 32 years old, not a bad veteran off the bench for me. And then, honestly, if I can get Caruso as well. He's not the best option in the world, but he's not terrible. Like, is there any way I can package, like, JaMychal Green and James Ennis now? Okay, so now I can do it. Zubats, TJ McConnell is higher overall, but Doug McDermott's going to bring some great shooting off the bench that is definitely going to be needed. So, this is the team. Honestly, very surprised I was even able to get Ben Simmons, but I'm happy it worked out the way it did. I will see you guys at the rotation at the start of the third and final year. Start of the third and final year, this is how the starting five is going to look. Ben Simmons, Karis LeVert, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Clint Capella. Honestly, we upgraded this starting lineup quite a bit. A lot more than I thought we were going to be able to, if I'm being honest here. So hopefully it works out, because we are overdue in the championship department so far. Bench unit, Doug McDermott, Taylor Horton Tucker, DeMarcus Cousins, and Alex Caruso. I think this is definitely a championship caliber team. I will see you guys at the end of the third and final year. Third and final year comes to a close. Once again, we are first here in the Western Conference. Ben Simmons actually takes home the MVP award. Definitely was not expecting that. You can check out his stats right there. Victor is your Rookie of the Year. Precious Achiuwa, 6th man. I believe he won that in the first year as well. Isaac, Defensive Player of the Year. Tyrese Maxey. Wow, holy hell. Great year from him. Steven Silas wins Coach of the Year. We go 64 and 18. I mean, if this team can't win a championship, I seriously do not know what the hell else I have to do. Anthony Davis, leads in scoring. LeBron, LeVert, Simmons, Capella. I mean, this team all around was just super solid. Capella, 15 boards a game. Assist was Ben Simmons. So, Sacramento, Fox, who I could have gotten. Halliburton, Amoni Bates, Marvin Bagley, Rashawn Holmes. That is a pretty impressive 8 seed, if I do say so myself. We do end up sweeping them, though. Moving on to Dallas here. Luka Doncic, Lonnie Walker, Tim Hardaway Jr., Chet Holmgren, Kristaps Porzingis is the starting 5 there for them. We sweep them as well. Moving on to Minnesota. D'Lo, Malik Beasley, Anthony Edwards, Jared Vanderbilt, Karl Anthony Towns. It's Boston and Miami over there. And it's us in Miami once again here in the NBA. What the fuck? How does Steph Curry end up in Miami? Curry, Hero, Butler, Kyle Anderson, and Bam Adebayo. What in the gods? Oh my God, this fucking team. Okay. What the actual fuck? First of all, how do you afford that? Like, how is that afford? There's no way Tyler Hero's still on his rookie deal.
So they can afford Steph Curry, who's probably getting $45 million. Jimmy Butler's probably, what, 38, and Bam's probably 35. I don't know. I don't know. Steph Curry's your finals MVP. Well, yeah, I won no championships with the best team in the NBA. Maybe I'm washed, if we're being honest here. So, yeah, that one sucks. We're probably going to cut this one out about now. But as always, comment any other video ideas down below. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys all in the next one.